Why did the bird put a couch in his nest? He wanted some furniture. Welcome to the stream, my friends. Happy Friday. Thank you for being here tonight, and welcome back to Herc's Adventure. Maybe, hopefully, the last night of this game. We shall see. It's very loud. It's very loud right now. Let me turn it down a bit. I don't like competing with the game for volume. It's part of why we keep everything so low around here. But welcome in. I hope you're doing well tonight, my friends. I hope your weekend's getting off to a good start. We're going to try and finish this game up and hopefully have enough time and energy left for Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Lair is not guaranteed. But if I can clear this in, like, less than 3 hours, then we should have time for at least a few runs at Dragon's Lair. Thank you. Welcome in. Dead Zergling is first in chat. We've also got Lucent Jelly and Nick LaRosa. Welcome in all. Zergling is at an amazing 250 stream watch streak. Plus 97 that he got robbed of because his counter reset. And I know he didn't miss a stream because I remember when it happened. And I know he'd been here for each of them. So the real count's what? 347? Not that it even matters at this point. The fake number is already so impressive that you don't even need the number you lost. Very much appreciate the consistent company. Snap registered, joke loud and clear. Thank you, Jelly. Jelly's telling me about my audio situation because I ended up canceling yesterday because I decided to rearrange all the furniture in my game room. I was overambitious. I thought I could rearrange everything and have it hooked back up in time for the stream, and I was wrong. If you're a long-time viewer of the stream, you know rearranging all the furniture is kind of a thing with me. I've been streaming for like 4.5 years, and I've completely redone my setup about 8 to 10 times. Once, there was one time within the span of 2 weeks, I did a 100% new setup, moving all my furniture around. I kept it like that for 2 weeks, and then completely reversed it. I just can't be helped. My favorite hobby is rearranging my furniture. The couch nest monster, Zergling says. Jelly says, I heard the joke loud and clear. For better or worse? I'm glad to have Frownie time at all. Thank you, Nick. Very much appreciated. So this is the setup that we are now dealing with. I'm back against the wall. I like having the plain wooden wall as my backdrop. What really inspired me to move things back around was I was going through my tablet and I was making space by deleting a bunch of old pictures, and a lot of them were thumbnails from videos from the YouTube archive. And the really old ones where I had the wood paneling behind me, I was like, wow, that was such a good aesthetic. Why did I ever give that up? So here we are, we're back here again. I still haven't done anything about my bare light bulb hanging up over there. Like a, I don't know, like what you would see hanging from the basement in like an interrogation scene in a film. We got the bare light bulb there. The only problem with this setup currently, and I don't plan to change anything, but necessarily, it's hard to fit Isaac over here. I've got Milo hanging out, but I don't really have a space for Isaac. But I've got my consoles close to me now. I've got a spot for the wheel. Camera's kind of weird now. The camera's low, so you can like see all of my desk now, which is a little weird. But I think this is gonna work well. I think this is gonna be good. I don't know what's on top of my shelf there. Alright. But let's get back to the game. I'm glad to be back at all. Just got back about 4 hours ago from a 36-hour ER visit to get a kidney stone removed. Oh my goodness. Oh, Zergling. Very sorry to hear about that. I hope you're doing better. And if not yet, I hope you're well soon. 36 hours. Okay, I think we're still using the top spot here. We're going to get back into the game. Alright, let's let my stamina build back up a little bit. I'll have a refill my health too. 11 coins. I feel like we are going to start the night with just a little bit of farming. Because I think I'm about to head into... the final area of the game. But I'm worried that it's going to be a one-way trip situation. And so I want to make sure that I've got plenty of resources heading in. Because I don't think I'm going to have another chance. Isn't there a run button? Yeah, there we go. So the first hour or so tonight might be a little bit of farming and a little bit of me relearning the controls so that I don't immediately perish during our next like significant battle. But I want to get a bunch of coins. I want to get a bunch of sandwiches before we head into the underworld is what's ahead of us. I actually don't really want the coins, but I want to turn them into health upgrades. Fortunately, I know just where to go to accomplish our farming. Oh my goodness, these trees have way too much health. Not a pain I'd wish on anyone. Morphine had 0 effect. It's one of those things where I feel like no matter how rough it sounds, it's still probably even much worse. I don't think this is the right way. Actually, I don't even know what's over here. Okay, I do know what's over here. It's the Hydra. Doing good. Surgery was very successful. Somehow had a very rare style of stone. Most people have spherical ones. Mine looked like a 3-centimeter fish hook. Oh my goodness. Somehow I always forget how just basic traversal is ceaselessly annoying in this game. I really dislike this game. Come on, growing trees in front of me every 2 seconds. It's a pain that can't be overstated, in my opinion. I'm sold. Happy to be alive. Very happy you're not only alive, but with us tonight. And again, I hope you'll be in top form very soon. So most of the changes that I've made to like the way that my gaming setup, my like little streaming area down here is set up, it's largely been an issue of just swapping. I basically got 2 clusters of furniture for the setup, right? There's seating area, and then there's um, the televisions, and it's mostly been an issue of what goes against the wall and what floats in the middle of the floor. And I just go back and forth to whether with regard to whether the television should be up against the wall with the floating seating, or the seating should be against the wall and float the TVs in the middle of the room. And I think that, is there an Isaac area? Well, that's what I said. Isaac's got a spot in the corner of the room. I don't really have anywhere for him to be on camera here right now, unless he just wants to kind of stand in front of my gaming tower, which might be an option. I actually see a spot. I might be able to tuck Isaac in on my right. At least, on occasion. I just feel like having the televisions against the wall and the seating floating in the middle is like what makes most sense. From like the way that the overwhelming majority of rooms are set up. Usually you have your TV on the wall and you float your chairs. If they're not up against the wall as well, then they kind of float in the middle of the flooring space. I think is what's most natural. But it works better in a lot of ways to have the televisions out there, because then I have access, like 360 access to them, if I have to walk around and troubleshoot something. But the last time I changed it, the last time I reversed it because I wanted the ability to add more seats in front of the TV on the fly. For, like for entertaining, or like IRL entertaining or company situations, or to bring Jelly and Baby Man down here. But I think I've decided that's what folding chairs are for. I've decided that's why folding chairs were invented. Because, I mean, even if we do other things down here in the streaming area, the gaming area, it's never gonna be as frequent as I'm using the area for streaming. So it really should be prioritized to be maximally comfortable and practical for streaming, and not for other purposes. I'm happy to see you in a comfortable looking chair. Well, I would have stuck to my weird kneeling chair. I would have stuck to if I hadn't changed the way that I play my guitar. Because I like the idea of that weird kneeling chair, like giving me an opportunity to work on my posture. But I just coincidentally, within the past couple weeks, I've adjusted to playing my guitar exclusively standing, which I never did before. And now that is giving me plenty of time during the day to exercise my good posture and work on my back. So I'm gonna find somewhere else I'm gonna find somewhere else to establish that weird kneeling chair. I'll use it for some other purpose. Maybe at the sink when I'm doing dishes. Something like that. A chair that makes you prefer standing sounds like a bad chair. It's weird. It's weird. I don't even know that it works. Like. In 18 years, Frownie Jr. be streaming retro PlayStation 5 and Switch 2 games.
I'm looking for a cow.
Hopefully, hopefully Frownie Jr. has the good sense not to make a ridiculously aggressive blind policy and endless piles of licensed janky trash. The primary gimmick of his stream. Oh, I hope he learns from my mistakes. Hey, Games on VHS, welcome in. Good to have you here tonight. Good to see you, thank you. Good to see you as well. We're starting the night with a little bit of farming. I would like to get, like, if I could get our sandwich count up to, like, 50, I'd feel really great about that. I mean, we're already at 35. I was at 30, so I've already gained 5, but I do have to eat some during the process, so we won't gain them that quickly. How was the poo game the other night? It was all right. I think I said by the end of it, I don't regret it, but I also wouldn't recommend it. We played it's Piglet's Big Game on the Game Boy Advance. It's kind of a top-down adventure game, like just like Resident Evil or Silent Hill, where you just look for an item and then see like where to plug it in to, like, you know, basically all the items are keys. There's just kind of abstract keys, and you got to figure out where to use them so you can make progress. Kind of like one of those, but it was really slow paced and really linear and hand-holdy, so, you know, that wasn't good. Because obviously the target audience was very small children, so developers underestimate their abilities. There's so many less loved games out there.
I'm looking for a cow.
You see, on the one hand, I want to maintain an attitude of, like, you know, the good thing about playing a bunch of licensed games is that until you play a game, you don't really know what it's like, right? So there could be lots of really great games that are just hidden out there beneath the like cover of like a dubious license. So if you're not willing to give stuff like that a chance, then you'll never discover something cool. Like, that's the attitude I want to maintain. But in practice, I give all these janky trash games a chance, and overwhelmingly, they turn out to be annoying janky trash. Uh, my optimism is seldomly rewarded. Hopefully there's still some good ones left. Yeah, we've got, I don't know if I'm going to play Piglet's Big Game anymore. We unlocked a new game plus. There are 5 levels in the game, and I cleared all 5 levels when we got to the ending. And then after the ending, there's sort of a new game plus, but it's kind of like Mario Brothers 3, the new game plus for Mario Brothers 3, where it puts you right back at the start of the game with an inventory completely filled with P-Wings. It's like, is there really a point to playing that new game plus? It's one of those where the new game plus is just like super easy mode. So I don't know if I want to waste the time going through the rest of the game in super easy mode for no reason. Because I don't think there's another reward or anything for doing it. And the thing is, I don't really know unless I do, but I don't know. The new game plus makes the game really easy, but it remains just as tedious because it makes you invincible in the new game plus. Like, that's your reward for beating the game, is you get to replay it with invincibility. And no puzzles. The puzzles don't reset. Everything stays unlocked from the first playthrough. So, you really be hard pressed to try to purposely design a more pointless new game plus. Yeah. So we played. I mean, if it had been a different night and I'd had more time, I probably would have gone through the entire game the second time. Just to do it, if I had had time to do it on the same night. But I was already an hour past my bedtime, and I was like, you know what? Let's call it a night. And I don't know. I don't think it's worth our while to go back to it. Unless someone pops up in the chat making a very good argument for why we should, I think I'm gonna let it be done. Maybe we'll have fun for a few minutes with bad games, but to play it all the way to the end, that's agent level stuff there. Oh. And that is why you are so much wiser than I. Cause see, I'm actually right there with you for the first thing. The overwhelming majority of bad games that I play, yeah, they're fun for a few minutes. But then I'm no longer having any fun with them. But my overwhelming drive to finish everything I start, like, compels me to then spend another 20 hours of misery trying to finish every bad game we play, when I should just sample it and then throw it away. I'm looking for a cow. Probably be something more meta. See Frownie Jr. doing reaction to videos of AI reacting to video games. Reactions to AI reactions of real people reacting to AI video games. I had to change the battery in my guitar for the first time ever. I finally got around to doing that today, and it's a surprisingly frustrating process. It's it's an acoustic guitar, but it's got wiring to plug in for like a sound system or whatever. But it takes a 9-volt battery, and I'd never changed it before. And the guitar was my dad's before he gave it to me, and he gave it to me like 15 years ago, so I don't know what the life of a 9-volt battery typically is, but it was long overdue for a change. But just the position that they put the battery inside, like you have to reach in through the sound hole, and then like it's mounted on the wall, and I just bending my wrist into and around inside the body of the guitar to get the like battery compartment released, and then to get it back in there especially was so frustrating. So hopefully I only have to do that once every several years. I don't ever play if it plugged in. The last time I played through a sound system was like in 2015, I think. And I'd received the guitar about 5 years before that, I guess. So I guess if you don't use it much, one of those batteries can last about 5 years, but it can't last 15. I guess to keep the acoustics right, they had to do that. Never thought about it until now. Yeah, I mean, I get why it is where it is, like on the, because you can't mount it on the front of the guitar because that's the soundboard. So yeah, and you don't really want to mount it on the back. So yeah, it needs to be on one of the sides on the inside. So it makes sense, but just I don't know, just it was really awkward, and part of the reason is probably my own doing because I didn't want to completely remove the strings either. So I just loosened them, so I didn't have like the full sound hole opening available to me. I had like you know, like 3/4 of it to reach through. So maybe that was part of the problem too. But I got it changed, so. Should be good to go. I haven't actually had an opportunity to plug it in yet to check because I don't have an acoustic amp. Not at home. I don't. I have a little like practice, like an electric amp, a little practice one, and I probably could plug into that, but I didn't want to dig it. I didn't want to dig it out and set it up, so I don't use it very often. So it hangs out in the closet a lot of the time.
I'm looking for a cow.
We're up to 46. I mean, granted, I do have to eat a few of them, but...
Get them! Get them!
A farming task like this in video games, I'm very well suited for.
Get them!
This is this is a pretty dull and repetitive task to just do the same thing again and again, but it's fast moving. In that like there's a lot of inputs to make and such. Like where like dull repetitive tasks like this get to me is like when they're really tedious, but not like, you know, like this is tedious in a way because we get very few things out of it on each cycle. So like that's one kind of tedium, but like I'm constantly making button inputs and interacting with stuff, and like, you know, like the gameplay is still moving quickly, even though we're not doing a whole lot.
I'm looking for a cow.
It's where you have the tedium of like long gaps of time before you're actually able to like do anything, to like to execute an in-game command. Or like you keep running up against copy-paste like spongy enemies, like that farming is like intolerable to me.
Get them!
this kind of like highly active repetition, like I can easily fall in, like I can easily zone out and fall, like just shift into autopilot, and I could probably do this for hours. Chozo Brain, welcome in, Chozo. Good to have you here. We're on a bit of a grind at the moment. I was just patting myself on the back for how good I am at video game farming. Try and keep my health above 600 all the time. Thank you for the 3-stream watch streak. I will never beat Zergling, Choso says. Yeah, I mean you might have to boost that number a little bit. There's a little bit of a gap. That Barry Fuego, welcome in. Be better.
I'm looking for a cow.
I don't know, I think Chozo's pretty high tier myself. Okay, I already got those spears. Most of the time, I'm not super excited to find extra spheres, because I have hundreds and hundreds of them. I have a couple of hundred of them in my inventory at all times. But in this particular zone of the game, they can actually be exchanged for sandwiches, so they're basically a second currency. They're almost as good as finding coins. Yeah, I've actually maxed out. I've actually had the spear counter maxed out several times. We're almost done. I'm almost done farming, by the way. I think I'll make 2 more trips, including the one I'm currently on. I said I wanted 50 sandwiches in my inventory, and we've got that, but I want a couple extra because I've got to eat some of them on the way to where we're going next, and I'd like to have 50 by the time we get there, so I need a few. I need just a few extra. I think 2 more rounds will be fine. I don't care if you farm. Well, thank you. It's not, like, my favorite way to approach a game, right? But it's with this one, it's just, I don't know how you get through it without doing a lot of farming. In fact, there's some situations where I feel like farming is necessary, because I think the thing is about this game, it's like there's more locked doors than there are keys.
I'm looking for
So there are situations where I do think the only way you can make progress is to leave an area to cause the keys to respawn, so that you can go back and basically double dip on the keys to get through all the locked doors. Otherwise, they just didn't put enough keys in the game. Which I think they knew, which is why the keys respawn. Because usually items like that, an item like a key wouldn't respawn in a game, right? But
Get them! Get them! Get them!
if you can't farm on your own channel, where can you farm? Well, you know, on the one hand, since I am playing games in public here, on the one hand, there is, like, the desire to not needlessly bore people by taking too long to make progress when I'm playing. Like, I do feel that pressure. But on the other hand, as it's been very well stated before, I'm not putting on a show. This stream isn't a show. This stream is just a guy playing games.
Get them!
Does it have a leveling system? No, there's not really any, I'm not farming experience, I'm farming resources. Money and food items. But there's not any real character progression. You don't get, like, you don't get those kind of, like, experience type upgrades. You can level up you not level up, but you do increase your maximum health and stamina. But that's not done with experience. That's, you purchase those upgrades.
I'm looking for a cow.
Yeah, in-game pay to win. Yeah, basically. And this game is kind of tedious and annoying. So, that's the strategy I'm going for sure.
Get them! Get them!
I would 100% rather waste my time, like, over farming resources so I don't die, than waste my time dying and repeating a lot of gameplay. Which that's a bad sign for the quality of the game, right? When the worst fate that I can imagine is having to replay sections of it. Worst of all, you have to pay to save. Paying for upgrades is one thing, but being charged every time you want to update your save file, that's just disgusting. The worst fate, farming all of this now, and then finding a better farming spot later. Oh yeah. Yeah, that would sting a bit. How many coins do I have? I have 43 coins! Let's go! I'm gonna buy so much extra health. The fish are the worst thing about the whole game. They'll, swimming in an area with a bunch of those fish in it will make you hate this game faster than anything else. Because the fish drain your health constantly as you swim, and there's no way to fight back against them or protect yourself from them. Pay to save is criminal. We need to end microtransactions now before they become a problem. And you farmed humanity for hours in Dark Souls before finding a better spot to do it. If I had to farm humanity in Dark Souls 1, I would probably farm it in that spot near Seath's lair, where those, like, mushroom monsters are. And there's the two that are in the basement that are crying all the time. I would probably farm humanity from those mushroom monsters. I think they look like mushrooms. It's been a while now. But I never used humanity. I've probably used like, what, 3 humanities on my whole playthrough. It's either there or another spot for the best spot for humanity. I'm guessing the other spot is somewhere I never found. Yeah, I've only played the game once, though, and it's been a couple years, so now my memories of it are getting real foggy. Do I have to take this one too? I think I do. Guys. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Looks like 16 hits to take out those trees. I know I wasn't counting very accurately, but close enough. It probably takes 15. I was probably off by at least one. 15! 15 hits to fight those trees. Like, that's why they're so annoying. It takes forever. Do a Souls trilogy run, Demon Souls, then Dark Souls 2 back to back. I mean, on the one hand, it's a great idea, but on the other hand, it would take me 400 hours to get through Demon Souls. I don't know how long Demon Souls is gonna take. Dark Souls 1 took me 200 hours. How long did Dark Souls 2 take? I don't remember. Took like probably like 130 hours. It was faster. I got the credits in Dark Souls 2 faster. Alright, you know what? That's probably enough. Dark Souls 2, I think you did way faster. Fast travel from the get-go helps. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that you can fast travel right away in Dark Souls 2. I'd like to say that I wish I didn't discover the fast travel so quickly. I spent more time, like, I wish I spent more time before I figured it out in Dark Souls 2. But I was already struggling so much because the game refused to give me a weapon for the first 5 hours. That maybe I didn't need the extra difficulty of no fast travel on top of that. Am I going the wrong way? Oh no, I went the wrong way. That bubble chased me so far. I think it's because of level design. Dark Souls 1 loops back to the same bonfires constantly. Dark Souls 2 just keeps spreading out.
You get paid for this?
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that that's a fair point. I would like to play Dark Souls 1 a second time eventually. The thing is, like, I feel like most people replay the Souls games because, like, they want to experiment with, like, different, like, character builds and stuff. And, see, that's a problem because I don't have that in me. I will never play a Souls game without a shield and an axe. Like my strategy for every, like you've seen it, my strategy for every Souls game is going to be the same forever. I'll never learn any magic, and I will conquer everything by using the shield or the axe and just leveling up until and when they don't work, I just level up until they do. Like that's kind of it. I'm not like I'm not one for the like the role play aspect of it, right? Where like oh, I'm gonna be a bunch of different characters who do things in a bunch of different ways. It's like, no, I'm Frownie every time. I got one way to do everything, and I do everything that one way. I got one tool in my toolbox. The best way to play Souls games is without magic, anyway. Hey, welcome in, Uncle Muscles. Frownie the Barbarian. I'm a simple man. You give me an axe, I'm gonna fight monsters with it. What can I say? You could replay it just to get better at the game and do it faster, yeah. And that would be a benefit of it, I guess. Maybe I'll learn to roll. Maybe if I play Dark Souls, maybe if I play it enough times, I'll finally learn to roll. So, Hades told me to get the Golden Fleece, and he would give me the... I think he's going to give me the U key. My gizzard. But then Zeus told me, I think it was Zeus, told me not to give, or maybe it was Poseidon. Someone told me not to give Hades the Golden Fleece. But I don't know that I have a choice.
You are quite the fool. This fleece was your only hope of ever getting to me alive. Now it's mine. All mine. You and Greece shall die. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's that souvenir key I promised you. You can use it to visit the graveyard out back.
I don't know, hopefully I didn't make a terrible mistake. I get any percent Dark Souls in under 15 hours. With small breaks. Some people like different paths in games, but not all. In Baldur's Gate 3, I pretty much always play as the Drow. Usually a barbarian, even if it's not optimal. Yeah, the audio for the voice lines is all over the place. And it's not even consistent for the characters, because, like, sometimes Hades talks loud enough I can hear him fine. And other times, it's just impossible. I hope that was the right thing to do. The game took a very confusing turn. Yeah, sign says kick me? Fleece? Never heard of it. I swear I know nothing about it. It's in the cave near Dionysus. Alright, we might have something else to do before we get to the end now. I thought we were going to give that fleece to Hades, and then we were going to head down to the underworld to fight him. Hey, Kusarigama, welcome in. Hope your weekend is getting off to a good start.
I could get fast.
Over toward Dionysus is where I went just a moment ago, where I suddenly went, oh no, I went the wrong way. So now I've got to go back over to where I just was.
You get paid for this?
Jelly and I had tacos for dinner tonight. There's this Tex-Mex place that's kind of near us that has a really good food, but it's a little expensive, and every time we get food from there, they mess up our order. So like, we have to when we go to pick it up, we have to double check our order and then tell them like, hey, you got such and such wrong, and then wait for them to fix it.
You get paid for this?
So it's kind of a shame, but their food is really good. So occasionally it's like, I know that there are these things we don't like about this place, but I could really go for some of their tacos. So we had it tonight, but the thing was, they got our order completely right for the first time. For the first time ever, they got our order completely right first time, first try. So it was a good night. First try every time. Just ordered, just tell them surprise me. No disappointment then. Green eggs, 6 gold.
Ooh, back so soon. You probably have lots of exciting tales to tell of horrible, slimy, oozy monsters and amazing treasures. Why don't you come back next week and then you can tell me all about them? Okay, goodbye. I'll see you next week.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Get these skeletons out of my life. Is this the cave I'm looking for? Oh. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we got it. Oh, yeah, sometimes Hades hides stuff here. I remember him saying that before. I don't remember what he had hidden there before. Alright, hey, we got the stuff. I better go farm some more sandwiches.
You get paid for this?
Okay, how am I doing on coins? I can afford to save again. Okay, that was a very pointless little piece of busy work. I don't know why the game felt like it had to go out of its way to make us do that. The game's definitely, like, been obnoxious enough. It doesn't need to pad its runtime anymore.
I predict rain. Ouch!
Whoa, I forgot the clown was armed.
I predict
Wish we could jump over enemies. Alright, I probably don't want to stand on that because they'll take my stuff away again. Oh, here we go. You're a long way from Greece. Am I able to just use the fleece whenever I want? You know, provided I can find it among all the junk in my inventory. I don't know that it actually does anything. I thought the fleece was like temporary invincibility or something. Was my initial thought, but I know my gizzard. Oh! Yeah, I'll let my stamina build back up a moment. Oh, I wish more game devs documented their games, like how Working Designs did for Luna Silver Star story. Love to have seen what went on during this game's development. Oh, that just goes in a circle, eh? I would imagine that most of what went on during the development process for this game would be highly dubious behavior. This game is not the product of people who are making good decisions. I'm well qualified to say that, too, because if you're playing this game, you've made some poor decisions already. really don't want to use all of anything against this enemy. I don't know. The snowballs seem to be not really working better than anything else necessarily. Oh, I'm standing on a spike. Did we get it? Let's go. I'll keep bombs at the ready because they're the most useful weapon. Refill my health. Thank you for the GG. That flashing is hard to look at. Watched your VOD. The fire breath was nice against those small snakes. When you fought the giant snake boss. Oh, the Hydra? Or was the other animal? Was the other one a snake? The other one was a snake. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The other one was a snake too. Okay, maybe I'm supposed to go over to the left first. No, an A key. A P key. I don't have any of these keys. Oh, there's an A key. I'll go back. I just want to go forward first to see what I'm heading toward. Oh, I see. Oh, no, I would bring this guy over here? Okay. I get it. Stop pouring the acid on my head. Stop spawning a million skeletons right in front of me. Herc's Adventures, this is why no one likes you. This is an annoying game. Get out of my way. Let me move. Do you see? Do you see how frustrating this is? I cannot believe how irritating this is. 2-3-2. All the high-octane excitement of standing in a line for 4 hours. I don't know what it was that the devs of this game found so incredibly enjoyable about not being able to move or do anything. Like, for some reason, being completely immobilized for them was just the height of exciting gameplay. One way. Oh, I do have an H key. Well, that's interesting. So I can open this one door. Of course, and then it's gonna immobilize me again. Because anytime I get happy about anything, it has to be immediately ruined. That big snake had annoying. Oh yeah, the hit detection on hit detection on that big snake was abysmal. I'm letting my stamina bar fill back up. That's why we're not doing anything. That should have been the tagline for this game. It's the most fun you'll ever have, not doing a single thing. We're making a Hercules game. Great. We can have it. We can have it in 2 years. You have 6 months. Okay. I read that the other way around. That the boss was saying it needs to be done in 2 years, and devs were saying we'll have it done in 6 months. No, we insist on rushing and cutting every corner. It's nice that that was actually labeled as one way. That kind of thing is super rare. That it tells you that's what it's going to do to you. Free sandwich. Don't mind if I do. Can we just get to wherever this is leading already? Because Hang on. No, I was trying to go to the box. Uh-oh. I don't think these birds are actually very useful against this guy. Oh, I've blown his hands off. Oh no, he's a robot. It's not even the real him. There's gonna be a phase 2 after this. I need to not waste all my resources. I'm ready to be saved now. Was that GG? Yeah, I don't know. Is that... Man. Oh, my inventory's gone. Why'd you make such a bad game? Alright, well, I guess that's the end. This is the credits. It's like, yeah, if I worked on this game, I would be hiding my identity as well. Thank you for the GGs. So we'll see all the credits, and I guess that's it. Why was Hades a robot at the end? It feels like I got fooled into a bad ending. Yeah, Frownie's beat another piece of trash.
Jason and Herc win.
I forgot there's a run button. I'm trying to see everybody. The layout of this gets confusing. Admittedly, I'm not paying the most attention right now. I mean, is that it? I think we've talked to everybody. There's no... like, there's nowhere to go. They belong in a special part of Hades for this game. Oh, here we go. Oh! Hang on, I still need a key? I have to eliminate this guy. That didn't get me the key. So somewhere there's something I can interact with. Alright, I found it. How about those Ewok movies? Yeah, I should have watched those instead of playing this. I need a strength up to pick that up. I need a strength upgrade to pick this up. Oh my. Why did they think this was a good idea? Why did they think I would still want to be playing the game this deep into the game? Even the credits are a bad game. Oh my goodness, they are. It's thoroughly miserable. Okay, I didn't know I could interact with those boxes. But it didn't get me anywhere. They don't do anything. You're still playing that. Well, there's something I haven't... I don't want to miss whatever nonsense they put here. I guess I want to see everything, you know. I paid for the whole game. I want to play the whole game. No, I said that we would do Dragon's Lair tonight. If we finish this. So, if I finish it, then we'll do Dragon's Lair, like I said. I'll stick to it, but... Currently, I'm having difficulty beating the credits. Well, I'm almost out of bombs. I found a coin, but it won't let me spend it anywhere. Alright, well, I think we're done. There might have been something else to see, but I don't think I can see it because I can't lift this house up. And I don't see any way to boost my stamina. I think maybe I was supposed to let the Cyclops destroy that house for me, but since he's gone now, that's no longer an option, so... I can't seem to find anything else I can interact with. Yeah, I mean, not quite, but soon. It's almost time. I gotta be a little bit angrier about this credit situation for a little bit longer, and then we'll be ready to switch. Alright, I do think that's it. It seems like we're stuck here. None of the buttons do anything special. There's no, like, pause and quit menu. I think this is just where the game is just over. I just have to turn it off. I don't know. Like, there's water around the outside edge. I don't know if there's any way to get into that water, like, over there on the left. Like, I was thinking maybe behind the house there would be another passageway, but I can't get behind the house because the Cyclops is not there to destroy it for me. And, I'm not strong enough to pick it up myself, so I guess we're done. I don't know. Bad game. Annoying game. Bad game. Yeah, Nick, you can tell me. You can tell me what you found about the credits, sure. Thank you for asking first. If you found something useful, then, yeah, you can share. Everyone else came to the same point. There's nothing else to do. Okay. Excellent. Thank you for that. Alright, let me go ahead and grab our hot sauces. And we'll spin the wheel. Six. That was a rather weak spin. Number 6 is spicy garlic. These are hot sauces, by the way. The wheel is to randomly select a hot sauce to sample, which is how we celebrate beating games around here lately. Just if there's anyone lurking or something that doesn't know what's going on. Oh my goodness, yeah. What was that last one I had? That was, I think it was Extreme Habanero. Oh, that was brutal. It took me a while before I was okay again after that one. I never know what's going on. I mean, to be fair, I supposedly run this stream and I rarely know what's going on. Alright, spicy garlic, here we go. Alright, so spicy garlic, it really tastes like all garlic and no spice. I think it's because I had those tacos for dinner. They come with a very spicy sauce. So, I already had a lot of spicy food just a couple hours ago. So I'm really not feeling the kick from this one like I normally might. It's delightfully garlicky though. But that's about all. That's about all I've got. That's about all I got from it is the garlic. Oh yeah, I mean I love garlic. All right, that's Herc's Adventures, my friends. We're done with this game. Didn't like it very much. Ended up pretty disappointed in this one. There is a good game here that's just kind of ruined with some annoying decisions they made that really weigh it down. I would say that your time is infinitely better spent with Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This game is way more beatable than Zombies Ate My Neighbors because you can farm resources, especially health resources. So it's way easier to beat this game, but it's a much worse game overall. But we're going to switch gears. We're going to play Dragon's Lair for the rest of the night. I believe it's my 7th night working on that game, and I'm not making any progress, but I keep wasting time trying. So that's how we'll spend the rest of the night. I do have to step away just momentarily to switch to the console here. And you know what? I'm gonna take a short BRB. I'm gonna step away for a couple minutes. You did make it. I did make a few inches of progress last time. At the very end, I did. Whether or not I'll be able to repeat any of that is highly doubtful. But yeah, I'm gonna step away for about the length of a song. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break and stretch my legs while I switch the console. So thank you for seeing this game through with me. Glad to have it done and over with. And we can do something else instead now. Focus on our Simpsons games, probably. And yeah, if you'll just stand by, I'll be back with you in a few minutes.